from Stuck in Attic, and welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit more different. Just let me take the volume of the music down here a little bit. So today we're gonna be working on a loading screen. I think this isn't going to appear in many places in the game. It's basically the thing you see when there's something pretty big that needs to get loaded. Otherwise, usually we will transition from scene to scene with fade to blacks, and then if there's some kind of quick, basically most of them are going to be quick loading scenes, then it's just going to be like a black screen that's going to stay on screen for like 2 or 3 seconds, depending on your rig, basically. But this is something that you're going to be seeing like when you first start the game, I guess, when it loads the entire game. And so I wanted to have like a nice graphic on top of it, and not 100%. I don't exactly know 100% what exactly I'm gonna do with it so far. Hey Cyber Demon, what's up? So far I've made this this esoteric looking thing here. It's gonna be like, this is just gonna be like in the background. I'm just gonna take down the opacity just for a while there, and then we'll see what we're gonna do with it. This is basically just something that I wanna draw on top of something of that matter. You can see that I've got a black rectangle here. This is basically because I don't want, since everything's gonna be alrighty. Good luck on your dissertation, dude. So I don't want to have a graphic. I don't want to have a graphic that covers my entire screen, because it's going to be a black screen. So we can save up loading space by just having the graphic this big, and then the background is going to be black either way. So basically that's how I want to do it. All right. So I'm gonna start sketching stuff here again. Not super 100% sure of what I want to be doing here. I guess we'll find out together. Just for the moment, I'm just messing around here. I mean, I have several versions I could go with. Huh? The bot worked? Oh! It's actually it's lots of different occult symbols. In this case, I mean, usually I just research everything a lot more seriously. In this case, it's really just to give it more of an occult vibe. So for now, it's just a mishmash of different symbols and stuff, because again, this is some kind of temporary thing here. So I'm going to worry about details like that a bit later if it comes to that. So hey, Bureau Call. Yeah, just working on designing this loading screen here, and I want to have everything very centered to this. And I also want to have like a flame. I was thinking of adding like a flame thing to this whole shenanigan, but we'll see. Something like. We'll see. I don't want to take up too much space with this thing either way, because we'll see if it makes sense to add the flame. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this thing here yet. So take down the opacity of this thing. Let's just look at it without the circle. I mean, not long. You know, it's a 2D game. It should work fine on decent rigs. You know, this is basically, I think this is when it's first loading the entire game. You know, so unfortunately, for some reason, from what I understand, we can't do animation in the loading screens. I would have liked to. I mean, we actually did have a pretty cute animation of Kidei. I think she was pawing at the loading screen and stuff. But apparently there's some kind of problem with having animations in the loading screens, and you know, I don't want to insist on that too much because it's really not that big of a deal, really. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. Might decrease the size of this flame here. Now I want to see how these little flames here work with the. Okay, just a sec. I want to see how they work with the Kirei's ears here, because basically they're gonna be obscured by her ears. So just trying to figure out if it makes sense, if it's nice looking, you know, from a compositional point of view. And trying to figure out whether I want this flame to be completely opaque or whether I want a little bit of transparency in it, or whether I want it at all, for that matter, because I'm not completely sure yet. So, and again, this magic circle here is just very early stuff. I'm gonna work on it. I want to add a little bit of wear and tear to it, make it look like it's drawn on top. Again, I'm pretty much sketching here right now. And again, the black triangle is like the area that I want to fit everything into, and pretty much, so that we don't have to take up too much. So we don't have to take up too much space, you know. Wait a minute, do I have everything here? Because the bigger, basically the bigger the PNG, the bigger the image size, the image we put we use as a loading screen, the more it adds to loading itself. So exactly. Exactly. Even though, you know, it's rare that I mean, I did do it for some buildings. I did use some buildings in their entirety, but you know, a lot of them I just mixed and matched um, different buildings and stuff. So different, rather different elements of different buildings. So turn down my music here a little. It's weird to do these streams. I have music in my headphones and I don't hear myself, you know. My microphone doesn't pick up my voice. I don't hear myself in the headphones, so it's a little bit weird. All right, let's focus on Kidei here. I'm gonna figure out if I want to move her up a little bit or not. Oh, not everything, just Kidei. I think that's better. And let's hide the magic circle and just focus on this. We don't need that one. Let's just focus on this sketch here. Oh, wrong color. So I like using this neon green for a sketch when I'm working on against the black background, because it's really striking. I'm still not 100% sure about how I want to render Kitty in this loading screen. I don't know if I want it to be flat or if I want to add lights and stuff. We'll see. She's such a badass. Yeah, so anyway, yesterday Nico, late at night, sent me the build of everything that is put inside the game so far, and I played through it yesterday, and it feels good, man. It feels really, really good. I mean, we got something good going, I think. I mean, of course, I had pages and pages worth of observations and modifications and stuff, and things that need to be fine-tuned, and things that we have to straight up get rid of, because you only really realize all those things once you see a build put together, like several scenes, just stringed after one another. There's a lot of stuff that is hard to figure out. It's hard to see if you don't have like a cohesive view of the entire, well, not of the entire project, of the project up to that point. Actually, I think I wanted her to have a different angle, and that's the nice thing about, I want her head to be facing down a little bit more. That's the nice thing about cartoony stuff. I can just move the features around, and voila, not that big of a deal. It's one of the advantages of having cartoony characters. With very few changes, you can just adjust stuff like that, which you probably wouldn't be able to do with realistic characters. Yeah, there were plenty of bugs, but not game-breaking ones. Either way, not all of the interactions were implemented, so it's probably going to be even more bugs than that. But there were, I mean, not really bugs. They weren't really functional bugs, like just stuff that bothered me mostly from a visual standpoint, but so far, Nico had only implemented the interactions that you can that solve the puzzles, basically, if that makes sense, So no, there weren't the responses for everything that you can't that is wrong. Basically, all the wrong combinations weren't there, so it's basically a very rough build that allows you to correctly solve all the puzzles and see, like, I think like a fifth of the game, something like that. Let me just check if I'm, because we just do lots of different themed streams, and I need to make sure that I have the correct title and that I'm in the correct community and that I'm playing creative and all that kind of stuff like that. So yes, was just making sure there. And let's see. Yeah, I kind of like this. I want it to be somewhere in between cute and funny and just a little bit creepy. Basically, that's what I'm going for. And just because I'm a lazy bum, which you need to be if you're a small indie team, I'm just gonna copy paste this arm here and flip it horizontally, and solved a lot of problems there. I'm lazy. I'm just lazy like that. So okay, not bad. Actually, this background here, it's only gray temporarily. I only made it gray because I wanted to be aware of the size of this rectangle that I want to fit everything into. But now that we pretty much have the sketch, I can make this black, painted black. And this is tentatively our loading screen. And maybe it's a little bit big. I really like the very elegant I like the elegant loading screens that are relegated to like a small size of the screen, you know. So it's probably going to be a little bit smaller than this, but I can start rendering it at this size, you know. It's always a good idea to render at a slightly bigger size, and then you can reduce it in size if you want to, you know. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. And actually, I'm really liking this neon green outline for Kid A. You know, it really goes nicely. Initially I just used it to have a nice, you know, nice visible color that will stand out nicely from the black background. But I really dig it. So might as well try and see how this would look, how the final painting would look with the black, with the green outline. So we'll just actually pick this color here with the eyedropper tool and bring my opacity really down so that it's just a sketch. I really should start renaming my layers, but okay, that's a sketch. I spelled it wrong. Sketch. Alright, what is this? Flame sketch. Magic circle. And that's not needed anymore, so let's just delete it. Now, this is what we're working for so far. Working with, rather. Let's do it. I'm very curious how this is going to look with a neon green outline. So let's find out. Oh. Oh crap, I hate it when that happens. Just sometimes this super expensive piece of machinery just completely forgets that it has pressure sensitivity and just completely fucking ignores it, and it's very annoying. It's especially annoying because I know it doesn't happen on other Cintiqs. This is the only one that this has ever happened on, so a little bit ironic given the fact that it's by far the most expensive, but and I don't think it's the driver either. So there it goes again. I don't know why it does that thing. I have no idea. See what this looks like. Interesting. Interesting. Oh god, I hate it when that happens. I hate it. And it happens often. That's the bad part about it. It happens really often. Oh God. You have no idea how annoying that is. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with the flat look. I want it to look a little bit more different. I want it to look different to the basic look of the game. So, and I want to have some interruptions in the line here and there so that it feels a little bit more loose. Let's see the cat. Ah, she looks like our Dexter. Awesome. She's very cute. Very cute. She has green eyes just like our Dexter. Maybe they're related. Yeah. In other news, Nico has finally recuperated from his illness, and so he's gonna be streaming in about an hour and a half. He's gonna start streaming, and what we're gonna be doing most probably, is he's going through the build that he made and just fixing stuff together. You know, at least partially, like small stuff like animations that don't exactly feel right yet, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of collaborating there a little bit later on. And I'm a little tired because I stayed up all night. Not all night. Stayed up late yesterday night, just playing the build. I think I played it for like 3 times. So I think this game's gonna be pretty long because, you know, only so far in the build that we have, only the combination of items that will drive the story forward are implemented, and I skipped through most of the dialogue, so I didn't let it play out and stuff. And so the first fifth of the game, considering the fact that I skipped through pretty much everything, first fifth of the game took me around an hour and what was it coming?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes, yeah. But this is knowing all the puzzles and just doing them in order, and you know, not exploring. I mean, I checked out some things here and there, but pretty much not looking at hotspots except for maybe just testing them and not letting dialogue play through. So I'm thinking, realistically, if you have to stop and think about the puzzles, and if you take your time to look at everything, that's probably like maybe 3.5 hours worth of gameplay, maybe even more. So this is not going to be a short game. I can tell you that. What? Zarnot, I do not understand what you're saying there. My music stopped for some reason. Alrighty, let's save this. Let's bring up a Kid A reference. There she is. I needed this particular yellow here. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with the length of the game. I don't think there's gonna be complaints about how long it is. I really don't. Maybe on the contrary, maybe some people are gonna complain that it's too long. Not in the sense that it bores them, in the sense that everyone has a backlog of games, and so very few people even manage to finish the games that they buy. But I have a feeling that folks are gonna enjoy this one enough to see it through. I mean, we're definitely doing everything to make it as not just entertaining but also compelling as possible. So that the idea is that you should really not want to put it down. We can just get rid of this magic circle here. Let's start. Yeah, it depends. It absolutely depends. Like 12 hours. 12 hours, of course, is not that long, theoretically. But if you look at indie adventure games lately, lots of them, like surprisingly a lot of them, are just super short. And when I'm talking short, I'm talking like a couple of hours. You know, basically, it's actually it's understandable. It's super understandable because I don't know if you guys know The Little Acre, for example. It's a very nice looking, very cute point and click adventure made by a studio that's very good with 2D animation. You know? And they released it recently, and I've seen, you know, I was looking through the Steam comments and stuff, through the reviews, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, such a cool game, but it's too short." So it is rather short. That's absolutely true. I think it can take you anywhere between an hour and a half or 3 hours if you're a real completionist to see it through. At the same time, the level of animation in that game is just, I mean, I think it's sort of justified. I can show you, let me show you The Little Acre. It's a really cool looking game. I have no idea how it did. Let's see, we have a trailer. Yeah. Oh, it's on PS4 too. I had no idea. I don't know if it's sold well or not. All I know is that it's very nicely. I didn't play it yet either. It's super nicely animated. You know, traditionally animated. There's a dog there that has so many different custom animation. They did a weird thing where half the game is in your classic adventure game perspective, and half of it is like in this weird isometric view from above. So strange. Man, I'd like to be able to play this at some point. I don't actually. I don't exactly know if the problem is with Unity or with. Oh, wait a minute. Something weird's going on with my. Yeah. it might only be a problem with Adventure Creator, you know, the plugin that we're using. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure. So it might just be a problem with that, but I don't know. Ideally, the loading time should not be long enough that they necessitate animation, you know. Ideally. Alright, let's get some color in here. Fill this baby in. What does that mean? Crazy in the coconut. This wide as a sheet. And he also made posts. Is it unities or not? Yeah, it just might be a problem with I mean, not a problem, but might be because we're using a certain plugin, which may not support that. So, yeah, I think Nico knows more about that. And anyways, we used to have this. We used to put. I think at some point it actually worked. For some reason, I think maybe I'm misremembering. But either way, Nick was telling me that at some point the loading screens were so short that the animation didn't even have time to play, you know. So it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully, you won't be staring at this thing for too long. I just want it to be like a cool, small thing, like where you go, whoa, what was that? And I just painted on the wrong layer again. What? God damn it. Why do I do this? Jesus Christ. Bear with me here. Alright. Just do this. You're crazy in the coconut. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear what I'm listening to, but that's the reason that I'm spouting weird stuff every once in a while. And he also made false teeth. Oh, brother. Yeah, I just bumped it up a little bit. Yeah, some birds are funny when they talk. Yeah, I know, exactly. Did you talk to the guys at when you were at Duck Play? Cause we talked to the dudes. They were really nice, and they showed us what the dude was doing, and it was pretty impressive, especially since it's just one guy, you know. And I have this nice thing to remember him by. Yeah, I remember what they showcased it was like a lot of 2D physics and stuff. So lots of physics stuff. It was really impressive. And from what I understand, it's gonna be in the next Unity, in the next incarnation of Unity. I mean, I don't think we're gonna be using any of that in our game because it just wouldn't make sense. I mean, we wouldn't have where to use that, but it's still very cool. Still very cool stuff. What's the normal weight? I mean, for as old as your cat is, I guess anywhere between 2 and 4 kilos. Once they go above 4 or 5 kilos, then you got a problem. I know, because our cat, one of our cats, is really obese, and I should really take her to the doctor. She's on, I think she's 6 kilos. I think she weighs 6 kilos or something like that. But it's just, dude. So the thing with cats is, you feed them. You need to feed them in the morning and at night, and only have some like little bit of dry food available during the day, you know. But we barely leave out any kind of dry food during the day. I don't think you could pull that off, but you could try. Alright, let's make this black again. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so far so good. Depending on how I'm gonna treat this magic circle here, like how big of an importance I'm gonna give it, I think I might have it like light Kitty from behind. I think that might be cool. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid, man. I went to sleep really late. I just hate sleeping. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Sleeping is such a fucking waste of time. Hate it. Hate it, but I need more of it, fortunately. Let's see what you've linked me here with. I don't think that link went through completely. Let's see. Yeah. True indeed. It 404'd on me, that link. I don't know. Yeah, Twitch logic, true. I love this one too. Nice kids.
Just a harmless English. And each one is sure he won't get hooked. They think there's still a future.
You think there's still a future, those
But in a
suckers?
year, half of them will be on the hard stuff. And next year, 3 out of every 10 will be dead.
Yeah, please do that. Please do that. Nico's on his lunch break right now, but he's gonna check it out when he comes back. Yeah, also another nice little update. I talked to the guy who's gonna be handling recording live instruments and all that kind of stuff, and basically producing the music. Producing in the sense that he's gonna be taking my and Kami's compositions, and since he's a much more achieved musician, he's gonna tweak them here and there, and he's gonna be recording all the piano stuff. And I asked about what kind of real instruments we can get basically here in town, because it's a rather small town and I didn't know exactly, but you can get lots of them. And I think we're gonna easily fit within the budget, so that's really nice. We're gonna get a real life vibraphone, which I'm really excited about, because I just love that instrument. So definitely real life vibraphone, drums, violins, cello. It's gonna make a world of a difference. I mean, the music that we have now sounds really good, technically speaking, because it's a very good and not so expensive, simulated orchestra. Yeah, but there's a couple of problems with it, with the music right now. So first of all, it's simulated instruments, which, as good as they sound, they're not the real deal. And second of all, mixing and mastering is a whole other thing. So you can be a pretty good, even an amateur musician, and just compose nice music and make it sound really good. But unless you have someone who knows how to mix and master that shit, it might sound like ass ultimately. And thankfully, this guy Norbert, which is gonna be doing everything in that area for us, he's a super good both musician and producer. So I'm really super happy about that, because we have lots on our plates, myself and Tommy, and I'm glad that I don't have to start studying stuff like mixing and mastering, because that's an art in and of itself. It's something that people go to school for, and they study that and only that. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited. We have a really kick-ass music studio here. Like, we're super lucky that we have the studio, and we don't have to pay for the studio time. So we can really take our time with it. Yeah, I've heard of Pedro Camacho, of course. I love that soundtrack. That soundtrack you're talking about is just awesome. I love it. I used to listen a lot. Listen to it a lot on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just excited about that. I'm super excited about that. It's just that we we have to prioritize everything, for building the game per se. And sound and music are two of the things that are pretty much relegated to the end, toward the end of the project, because you can just add them almost at any time. The good part about that is that we can just work on them even more. Yeah, well, the thing is that we could hire musicians, of course, but me and Kami can do it, first of all. And it's not just that; it's just that I have a very specific, musical direction in mind, and I can do it. I can pull it off decently. I mean, if you've enjoyed the music in the demo, that's pretty much, that's a good reference of what I can do. And Kami also knows a lot more music than I do, so she's helping out. And since I can just directly make everything I have in my head happen, that's a lot more. It's a lot more organic, and it just makes a lot more sense just to do it myself. it's not about ego or anything like that, or oh, only I could do it or shit like that. No, absolutely not. But it just makes sense to me that I just make it happen because I can make it happen exactly how it is in my head, and that's a pretty powerful tool to have. You know, being able to work on both the music and the visuals and the writing for the game. That's that's a that's a huge advantage that we have, I think, because then you can a lot easier you can control, you know, the atmosphere in your game a lot more, you know, and it's everything sounds a lot more organic and just meshes together nicely. I'm really I really dig that. It's one of the reasons that I am really into this project because I can, you know, I can do several types of creative work, and this is the kind of project where I can just let that shine, you know. And there's also the advantage of being able to work on different stuff on different days, you know, just it's never really doing the same stuff over and over again. I mean, I think if you've been watching the streams, then you've been able to tell that we're always doing different stuff, you know, and that's super important for us, you know. It's important if you're a creative person and you can do more than just one thing. Just being able to showcase that in one project like this game is it's just great. It's very satisfying. It's very satisfying. Oh yeah, ambient sounds, man. It's gonna be a lot of work there. Lots and lots of work. Um, and just sounds in general. You know, you don't. The thing is that you don't really consider, you know, until you make a game, unless you're super interested in that side of sound production, you don't really consider how people come up with the sounds in games, you know. And of course, you know, you can buy sample packs and stuff, sound packs and stuff, but they don't just sound good by themselves. Basically, if you're doing sound production, what you want to do is have as many sound samples as possible and layer them, distort them, you know, just twist them around, make them sound unique. You know, you don't just buy a sound. I mean, you can do that. There's a lot of people who unfortunately do that. Just buy a sound pack and just throw it in there. You know, just buy a boom sound effects um, pack and just throw it in and call it a day. But that's not really sound design, you know. So I have a very good friend who's super into sound, and he is willing to give us a little bit of a hand by designing extra, like helping us with designing the sound effects and especially recording Foley's, because that's a lot of work in and of itself, and it's super fun, but it takes a lot of time. So Foley's are just recordings that you make yourself, you know, just like recording sounds that then you're going to be using for something else. I'm giving an example. Maybe you know about this, but if you look up Foley on YouTube, there's super interesting stuff on them. So, for example, in um, you know, you might watch a character get their bones broken, and there's a very crunchy, satisfying sound. And they actually do that by breaking celery in front of the mic, you know, and just lots of very neat tricks like this, you know, just using very mundane objects in order to achieve very interesting sound effects. So that's super fun to do. At the same time, you have to be pretty good on the technical side of things, you know, just knowing exactly what to record and what microphones to use and stuff like that. And also, it just takes a lot of time. So I'm happy that we have this friend of ours who's gonna give us a little bit of a hand with that. And
we have a friend, Bob.
Yeah, Duma. He's helping out on the sound side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had friends.
We have friends.
That was an interesting part.
Niku's here. Hey Niku, say hello to this stream.
Hello, everyone.
Feeling better, Niku?
Almost.
Almost better. It's almost better. So be sure and stick around because I'm gonna be doing this for like another hour, and then me and Niku are going to delve deep into the build and put it right, make everything right with the build. So yeah, sounds are great. I would love to be able to work on them a little bit more, and I will. But fortunately, we have a little bit of help, and that's nice. I'll try to skip this song because I just want instrumental stuff. All right, let's color pick this. And let's mess around with this a little bit. Just pretty much experimenting here. I don't have a very clear idea of what I'm trying to achieve here, so just bear with me while we experiment a little bit. Might still have to change the color of Kitty's outline to reflect what's going on in the light department. Yeah, so let's see how that's gonna look. Oh crap. Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. That's interesting. And I might get rid of some of this outline here because it's a little bit too present, I guess. It would be the... Yeah, I think I might have the outline be orange on the upper side here, and have it be green more to the interior. And I think I'll erase some of it too here and there. Let's see how this looks. This is not going to be as intense here. Maybe a 50%. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Yeah, I want a little bit of light coming from below here. Because they always look creepier when lit from below. Okay. Yes, they do. What's up, Nico?
It's just looking much creepy from below.
Creepy light from below. I'm working on the loading screen. Just as you required, Master.
Yeah, like someone's going to believe that.
But you are the master. There she is, creepily lit from below.
And the best programmer in the end, because I'm the only programmer in the end. You know, something like that.
Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. It's coming along pretty nicely. Pretty happy with it.
Awesome.
Really? Oh. I think it's gonna be a bit smaller in the in her final incarnation, but
Let me see.
so far so good.
What are those symbols? Where did you get them?
Ah, from the dark corners of the earth. I just made them up. Don't tell anyone.
No, but maybe some of the signs are copied.
No, these are not. We're not making that mistake again. Who knew you could copyright the Elder Sign? I mean, come on. That's Lovecraft stuff there. Fine. Let's not be salty about it. We've learned our lesson.
Just one of those.
Yeah. I got so used to my workflow and style of painting the backgrounds, and I've been doing it for so long that I kind of feel it's very weird not to have the exact same approach for everything, I guess. So ooh, she's just flipping her shit. You know, as in just going flipping her shit. Oh, never mind, Nico. Nico just takes everything so literally.
Who would pick up shit and then flip it?
Flip it.
Who would do
Not
that?
fling it, flipping. Not flinging.
Fling is shit.
Mm.
Who would literally pick up that shit and flip it?
Monkeys do that usually.
They flip their shit.
They flip their shit and then they fling their shit. Monkeys, man.
So what we first here first, right?
We need a monkey in this game, although it wouldn't really make sense, because you don't really go anywhere where it would make sense.
Monkeys in fish market.
But they're not. Oh no, they're not. They're not really monkeys. I love monkeys, man. I'm all about monkeys. Spider monkeys especially.
But are monkeys on the field?
No, they're not.
Yeah, you see that.
I like them. They don't like me.
You see that. To each its own.
Yes, pretty much.
No shit.
There's no shit flipping. needs more orange. I'm sort of flying by the seat of my pants here. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just experimenting. So please bear with me. Nothing might come out of this. Nothing good, that is. But we'll see. Stick around and find out, I guess. Also, it's about this time of the afternoon. If I don't sleep enough when I'm start getting really sleepy and woozy a little bit, so just know that that might happen. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's the advantage of working digitally. You can just try shit and just undo if it doesn't work. Try shit and then flip it. Now you're doing what I usually do, Nico. You're in the chat as Gibbous game. Everyone's gonna be confused. Everyone's gonna now you can just say things and pretend it was me. You can just flip your shit. What am I even saying here? I don't know. We're just going with the flow here. Just going with the flow here.
Yeah, but does the flow go with
The flow goes wherever I go. I am one with the flow, Nico.
You're one with the flow?
I'm one with the flow. I'm not crazy about this. This needs to go away. I'm so used to painting Kid with an outline that I just didn't consider the possibility that I might just not need an outline. So that makes any kind of sense. Nothing makes sense. True. What about if we just get rid of the fucking outline there? No, not completely at least. Why not just go for another brush here? No. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not indeed? The little hands just look very wrong. I don't like them. I'm not crazy about them. But we shall see, we shall see. How much do I want to light her up? How much? I'm just messing around here a little bit. That's very wrong. It's extremely wrong. So you can tell that I don't, as usual, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just testing the waters here, just seeing.
I think it was the same for Mozart.
Yeah. For who?
For Mozart.
Mozart? No, man, that dude was.
He didn't know what he was doing.
No, he knew. He knew. He was getting like transmissions from the mothership or some shit. That guy. If anyone knew what they were doing, it was Mozart.
Yeah, he just do
He just improvised?
yeah, something like it.
All right, you know what? Let's just go super crazy here and just merge everything into one layer, and then we'll see. Then
You
we'll see.
want to go super and crazy.
Super fucking crazy. Super risky and crazy. And weird. Oh man, he's such a rebel. Because I don't know, the whole different layer for the outline is just messing with me for some reason. I'm just gonna go very basic here. Just gonna go very basic here. At least I'm not nauseous like yesterday. Nico, you weren't here yesterday. Almost threw up. Did I tell you? I didn't tell you. Did I?
No, we didn't.
I didn't. So I bought some car deodorant, and I bought the one that has the little liquid thing that you need to pour on the, you know, on the cardboard thing. And I accidentally spilled a lot of it on my fingers, and I kept smelling it throughout the day. And by 5 o'clock, I was super fucking nauseous. I almost threw up. So I streamed for 1 hour. If you look at the recording, I was green toward the end. I was like almost threw up. So
Yeah, I bought something like that, and then I learned my lesson.
yeah, me too. I knew. I mean,
I wanted to make the car smell good, and I was pushing it, and then it went too much and fell over the radio
exactly.
and everything, and then the buttons didn't work
Exactly.
because it got solid with time, and oh man, it was such a mess.
But you know what? I knew that was gonna happen, and I still bought
even
it.
sold that car.
Like that Seinfeld episode where he can't sell the car because it's too stinky.
And it smells so good that I gotta sell it. You see, it has good smelling shit everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. So the lesson learned was never ever, never buy that kind of car deodorant ever in your life. If you value your stomach and your health.
What about it is very well?
I'm not sure that I'm not sure that it's exactly like life-threatening, but it's definitely detriment to your health. Okay, let's flip the shit here. Cool. I don't really like how the pause came out. I don't. There's something that doesn't work there, but I'll work on that. The colors are just not what they should be.
They never are.
They never are. God damn it, they never are. I mean, they're okay. I just mean the rendering, you know, the rendering and the colors are just not where they should be. I gotta be happy with how the colors blend, and I'm always overlaying colors. That's my thing. That's how I stay happy. You know, because the more colors you overlay, theoretically, like in theory, I found the hard way that the more colors you overlay, the more, I don't know, the more vibrant and realistic everything looks. So in this case, I don't know if you can tell, but the colors don't really blend into one another. I mean, they don't really go with one another in this case, really. So that's because I haven't combined the right colors. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it. I think it's because this side, even though it has lots of reddish stuff in it, like this, the paws seem a lot colder than the rest of her body, you know, because the rest of the body has that very warm orangey glow to it, and don't really have that on the paws. So, and I'm also very adamant about suggesting separate volumes, you know. I hate it when things look very flat when I render stuff like in this. When I use this type of very you know, very painterly rendering. I just need everything to feel like it's on, like I just want to, I'm obsessed about suggesting volume, pretty much. So if that doesn't come out like I want it, I'm just not happy until I pull it off. No, what are you gonna do? Like, everyone has their obsessions. Yeah. It's not just the color. I'm just not feeling the volume here, you know? I'm just not feeling the volume. So Nico, is it because of the adventure creator that we can't have a animated loading screen?
No.
No?
It's not, we can have an animation loading screen. I'm talking about the splash screen.
Oh, the splash screen.
In Unity.
Oh, no, but
That's the problem.
But wait a minute. But this is the loading screen. This isn't the splash screen, right?
What you're doing?
Yeah.
It's a splash screen.
Oh, this is the splash screen.
Yeah, man, I told you. The first time you start in the game, not loading between scenes or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that's what I meant.
So it's a splash screen.
Yeah, it's a splash screen, actually.
So we can't have an animated splash screen.
Yes. Right. You are correct. Absolutely correct.
Okay, I added the dialogue lines to Chatman form. We got that going for us,
Cool.
which is nice.
Oh yeah, regarding the three fingers thing. It's a very interesting cultural thing there that I didn't know about anyway. If I remember correctly, if you have, it's a very Western thing, the three fingers thing, you know? If you look at Western cartoons, the very cartoony cartoons, so to speak, a lot of them only have cartoony cartoons. Yeah. A lot of them only have 4 fingers in total. But from what I understand, that's a big no-no in Japan. No, that's actually interesting. You know, it's a big no-no in Japan, and you know what? Because I'm not sure if that's the exact explanation or the only explanation, but the Yakuza, you know, the Japanese mafia, if you want to pledge your allegiance to them, you have to cut off your pinky finger. You know, that's one way of pledging allegiance, and that's why, you know, having characters with 4 fingers is just culturally inappropriate. Yeah, like that, but without the thumb. If you cut off your middle finger, you can't really. I mean, your pinky, you can't really do this anymore. So there's an interesting piece of trivia right there. So this game might not be so well received in Japan. Actually, the way I went about it in our game is that some characters have 5 fingers and some of them only have 3 fingers. But they're no. But there's a very specific group of characters that only have 4 fingers. So it's not random. So there you go. It's not. Yeah. So while I was talking all of that, I added our second more powerful light source here, and I'm kind of happy with how it's turning out. I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. Again, the magic circle in the background is just temporary stuff. I'm probably gonna work on it in the following minutes, just a little bit. I don't think we're gonna finish this one during the stream. I'm only doing a 2-hour stream either way. I'm not. This weekend I did like a 5-hour stream. I think one 5-hour stream and one 4-hour stream, or something crazy like that. I don't really want to do that again because A bit too much. It was a bit too much. So let's check this out again, and let's not forget, sorry, let's not forget to save, ladies and gentlemen, because that is super important. So it's a little rough around the edges. Literally, like literally, see here? See here? It's really rough around the edges. And I'm gonna have to go into detail on that a little bit. I don't know if I'll do it on stream though. It's just so many things I wish I had more time for actually, but you can't have everything. So I'll just try and make sure that the essential stuff is properly done. Let's try this. I don't know about this. Let's see how it looks. Looks weird. It's not good. Oh no, that no, that really flattened it. We don't want that. We don't want that. Oh, no, I messed it up. I messed something up. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I messed up her lower, like her jaw there a little. Well, I'll get back to that. It's not a big deal. Alright. Let's look into this. Let's delete the sketch too because we don't need it anymore. And those are her whiskers. Let's name them accordingly. Whiskers. And this is Kid A. I'm gonna keep them on separate layers for now. And I'm out of coffee, unfortunately. It sucks, but what are you gonna do? Excuse me while I get some water. Do I have water anywhere here? Yeah, I do. And I'm back. With a vengeance. Alright, where were we? We're gonna deal with this magic circle here. So, what I want to do with this is just make it look a little bit more like it was hand-drawn. Because right now you can tell that I just very crudely designed it in Photoshop. So I'll just get my trusty modulated marker and just, what the hell? What's, oh, it's just 50%. Alright, that was the problem. Ooh, so you can see all this jagged lines in here. It's very, very ugly. We don't want that. And actually, I think I might have to go in with an eraser first. And first erase everything that I want to get rid of, and then add stuff. So, yeah, let's do the erasing first. So I'm just messing with this a little bit, just you know, just adding imperfections here and there, so it doesn't look like it's computer generated, which it kind of is. It's so nice not to have to draw circles by hand. I just really appreciate that. I really appreciate that Photoshop. I really do. So, you know, they look a little bit more hand drawn and just maybe even incomplete. I mean, of course, I should have made it. I should have drawn it by hand if I wanted to get that exact feeling for it, but I don't have the time to do that, unfortunately. Like, that would take me way too much, so I have to cheat my way around lots of these things. And anyway, I mean, the fact that it's just a background element and it's not super important just doesn't justify that amount of effort. I like to tell myself that just because I'm lazy. But again, you gotta be lazy and learn how and when to compromise if you're making an indie game in a very small team with a limited budget, because some things you just have to, you know, you have to cut corners here and there where it's not essential, so that you don't have to cut corners where you think it's absolutely essential. And I'm just spouting platitudes here. I'm just like, duh, of course that's what you gotta do. Basically, yeah, that's a lot of this is just deciding where you need to push hard and where you need to compromise. It's not super easy, but it's also doable. I'm using a 100% eraser right now, and I think I'm gonna afterwards I'm gonna add. I mean, I'm gonna use a different eraser and add a little bit of texture to this, so that it doesn't just look so perfectly filled in, you know? Let's change the music here a little. Let's play some mono. Love this song. Let's just check it out against Kid A little bit. Yeah, it's not gonna be as prominent, but anyway, it's a good idea to just check it out every once in a while against Kid A, you know? God, I love this song. Really, really love this song. So much. And I think what I'm gonna do is maybe warp it just a little bit, so that it's not perfect. Yeah, it's better. So my dudes, one more half hour of this, and then I'm handing the webcam over to Miku, who's back from the dead, and he's gonna be adjusting our very early build. Animations, puzzles, all kinds of interesting stuff, so stick around for that. Let's see. Let me just save this. And let's add a little bit of texture here and there. Right. I guess that's enough. This gesture. Let's see. Soft brushed. Trying to give it just a little bit of the illusion of depth, although it's not really supposed to be depth. It's just all right. Let's vary the color just a little bit. How visible that is. Not very. Okay. Let's use our classic brush here, our main brush actually. Just add hints of yellow here and there. That was a little bit too much. Cool. And a little bit more imperfections here and there. Yes, okay. So let me record that. I'm gonna sleep too much. That was testing our build. But yeah, feeling better. It's just disgusting that those kinds of cardio runs when just have the same opinion as me that they are just illegal. But I want to I don't seem to be able to get it like that I want. Trying to determine how intense I want to see. Oh, okay. I brought it down. So yeah, I was saying that yeah, I'm feeling better, and I was just discussing with Niku that he had the same experience with the same kind of car deodorant, and eventually he had to sell the car because it smelled too much of, just like the Seinfeld episode, you know. And Niku, by the way, is in the building, and he's gonna be streaming in like 25 minutes. So stick around for that. He is well rested and feeling better. So that's exciting, and we're gonna mess around with our latest build and try and fix some problems that have occurred here and there. It's gonna be fun.
There are no problems.
There are no problems. Well, just just so that we can have something to do this afternoon.
Fine.
Because then we could just go home and just call it a day, but we just mess around with stuff just so that we feel like we're actually developing the game. Yes, Nico-san is back and feeling a lot better. A lot better. Like you can actually understand what he's saying now.
Not a lot better.
Not a lot better, but significantly better. Would that be a fair assessment, Nico?
Like that.
I mean, you are you at least you seem significantly better. Oh, that was wrong. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. Still a lot of work left to be done here, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So I think this is going to be the first thing that you see when you fire up the game, right, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of important that I get it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not gonna finish this today. I think it's for the best that I take a little more time with it.
Hang on.
But yeah, I was telling you guys earlier, you weren't in the chat. I was telling you that I played through everything that we have so far in the game, and just skipping all the dialogues and doing all the puzzles, and of course I knew just how to do them, and only taking a little bit of time here and there to examine stuff. Did I tell you, Nico, or were you here when I said that? That it took me an hour and 20 minutes to play through all of it. Huh?
My best was 21 minutes.
Yeah, but that's just super... 21, you managed to do it in 21 minutes?
Yeah.
Just skipping everything and just going super crazy fast, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I did it in an hour and 20 minutes, and I think you can easily, I think realistically for a player that doesn't know the puzzles and stuff, it's gonna take like more than 3 hours.
Listen to anything, just click, 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 click,
Yeah,
click,
click,
solve.
click,
Click, click, click, click, click, solve.
Yeah.
It's 21 minutes of click, click, click. You can't help yourself. You can't go any faster than 21 minutes.
I think it's more like more than 3 hours of gameplay so far.
Because listening to all the lines and we know what to do, then yeah.
Yeah.
And without looking over the side, just know what to do and listen all the dialogue.
Yep. Yeah, Flimsichen, I wanted. So since this is the first thing that you see in the game, it's the first loading screen and stuff. I wanted it to convey, you know, just to let you know what you should be expecting, which is evil cults and evil cats, basically. And it's probably going to be a bit smaller than this, probably. We also have this flame here in the back, which I'm not super convinced about. Hey, Kami, we just stole an orange. Kami just came, stole an orange, and was on her way. That's our Kami.
Did someone say chocolate?
Did you say chocolate? Did someone say chocolate? Kami, did you say chocolate?
I said come went for chocolate.
No, orange. She stole an orange. As she usually does. She's just stealing oranges all the time. Oranges, chocolate, whatever she can get her greedy hands on. Hey, Kami, bye, Kami, says Flimsihen. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
It's never chocolate.
Never trust Kami, or what?
It's never chocolate.
It's never chocolate?
Yeah. Who wouldn't want chocolate?
I could go for some chocolate now.
It's a good time to eat chocolate.
I bought some pre-made Thai food or whatever the hell it was.
But I want chocolate made by chocolate.
It was horrible.
That's a good time.
Well, Nico, we were gonna do the chocolate stream, but we couldn't do it because you were sick. So that's why I took the webcam home to sort of make up for the fact that we had promised streaming from home and we didn't. So when do you think we're gonna do it?
That's good chocolate.
This upcoming weekend?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? Well, when are you gonna be able to tell us?
You don't show and tell.
Woo. Oh. Oh, Pandemonium. Hey there. Add more light, more yellow in the center of the pentagram so that it doesn't feel flat. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. It also might, yeah, it might make Kirei pop a little bit more because now her orange rim light is, you're absolutely right. See, that's nice about live streaming on Twitch because you get good advice like that. So let's try that. And I trust your advice because you are a hell of an artist, so thank you for that. Who made really good what? Kami made really good. Kami makes really good lots of things. Yes, generally speaking, she does. Eggplant.
Yeah.
She's good at eggplants. Yeah, man. That was some great advice. Thank you so much, Pandemonium. Pandemonium. Look at that. Now she pops a little bit more. I think I've erased too much of this magic circle, so I went a little bit too crazy with the texture here. A little bit too crazy with the texture here, so I'm just gonna.
This flat screen is going to be on for like 1 second, maybe 2.
Niku, it's the first thing you see in the game. it will convey the level of quality that people will
I wanted to draw something and just stick it there.
This is what sets people up for the game. If it's gonna be a turd, then they're gonna be expecting a turd. It's gonna be an absolute masterpiece of modern digital art, and they're gonna say, this is the game I've been waiting for all my life, and I didn't even know it, but here it is in front of me. You understand, Nico? That's what we're going. This is what we're playing for, Nico.
But in library it looks very hipster. You know why?
Why?
Because it moves his head like this.
Where? Why does he move his head like that?
I haven't added animations for stock coming in here, so the head is moving and the body stays there. Yeah, man.
Like he's listening to music, right?
Yeah, it's very cool. Check
It's
it
okay.
out. It's like listening to dubstep. Look.
Oh, we're gonna show that. Yeah, please don't fix that because we're gonna show it on stream in like a quarter of an hour. So guys, don't go anywhere because in a quarter of an hour I'm gonna pass the webcam over to Nico, and we're gonna go over our current stream. And she's what did you steal this time? Stole an apple. God damn it! Steals everything. I want some of that apple, by the way. Thank you. She's constantly stealing, dude. So, yeah, in 15 minutes, in a quarter of an hour, we're gonna start going through various stages. I mean, various rooms of our game, I guess. And I'm gonna be pestering Nico and saying that he did a horrible job, and he's gonna find lots of pathetic excuses for why he's not doing what he's supposed to. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun, so stick around for that. I think it's gonna be worth your time. If only to watch a couple of middle-aged people fight about a stupid video game. I mean, I'm middle-aged. I mean, a young man and a middle-aged man fighting about a video game.
What's wrong with being middle-aged gay man?
What? Gay man? What? What?
Game addict.
Oh,
Middle-aged
game
gay
addict. There's nothing wrong with it.
Also, there's a middle-aged gay man.
There's nothing wrong with being a middle-aged gay man either, but there's nobody that fits that description here. But no, there's nothing wrong. I mean, most gamers now are, I think the average profile of the gamer is 35 years old. So that's pretty much me. So Nico, you're a lot younger than.
I want some too.
Oh, this is for everyone? Did I thought this? No. Take these. No. Come and take these. I don't want this one. I don't even have any place to put. No, I don't have
In
space.
your mouth.
I can't put the plate in my mouth, dude. Alright. Sorry about that interruption.
Yeah.
Where were we on?
Admit it, you're not sorry. Admit it.
Admit it, I'm what?
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Admit
I'm
it.
never sorry.
Speak the truth for once in your life. Tell to the good people you're not sorry.
I'm never sorry. This apple is delicious. So let me give you apple advice. This is the only type of apple that is absolutely superior and worthy of your time. It's green.
Giving the apple to me like that.
What? Really? You die from apples? I didn't know that. So, the only apples that are worth your time are green and sour. All of them are just inferior, not worth your time. But these, see, green and sour. And that's some free advice from yours truly about apples. Any other kind of apples, just don't even bother with them. They're not worth your time. So please remember this mantra when it comes to apples. Green and sour.
Green and sour.
Green and sour.
Green.
Exactly, Crimson. Psychological scratch marks.
That's all.
Green and sour, exactly. So I don't think I'm gonna go into the flame thing today.
You go into the flame.
I don't think I'm gonna go into the flame today because the flame thing is gonna take a little bit more time. I'm gonna put everything into a folder. Here, what the hell did I do there? My Photoshop game is very weak today, and
The Photoshop is weak.
my Photoshop is weak. Hey, look at this. It looks even better like that. I might just double that.
Your
I might just.
Photoshop is weak.
Well, anyway, what I was trying to do here is show you that it's gonna be a lot smaller, actually, probably. So let's see. Let's just. So. Oh crap! Come on. I'm just doing this by.
Let the force flow.
So.
I don't like it.
What?
Can I give you some feedback too?
Yes, please do.
Seems like the shadow, the color of the shadow on the claws
Yeah.
is a bit muddy. I think it's the wrong temperature for the light and everything. It just seems muddy.
Which one? Come here and show me. So this is probably as big as it's gonna be on when you fire up the game. Probably. This is pretty much gonna be it. Which one?
This one.
The gray? The dark gray?
Just doesn't seem the right temperature for.
It's too cold?
I don't know. It seems muddy. And Richard Schmidt said that
Oh.
whenever a color seems muddy, it's because it's the wrong temperature in the context. You know?
Let's feel that.
And that's what he
Yes.
said. But
It's a little bit cold.
I think the thing is, yeah, I can tell you what the thing is.
Tell me what the thing is. Kami's gonna tell us what the thing is. What's the thing?
So, you have some green light
Yeah.
coming
From
I
below.
see a green highlight. Then the shadow should be warm. It should be like reddish.
Yeah, but at the same, yeah, I know what you're saying. But it's like two light sources. You got your very warm light from behind, and a very
Well, then just put
cold.
some warm here too.
Put a little bit of warm there.
Put a little bit of red in the shadow.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I understand that there's also warm light, but then mix the colors in the shadow because now there's only cool shadow, and I don't think it's right.
Yeah, I think all of this needs to be a bit higher, so that the composition makes a little bit more sense. There we go. I'll just keep this as reference here. REF, size ref, basically. Size ref. And woo! Shit.
I'm curious what's gonna look at.
Let's see.
If you
And
put
let's
some
take
red.
Kami's advice here. And see where that gets us. Hey, you want to do it yourself?
No, I just want to see. I
Alright.
just want to see real time and give you feedback.
Well, let's see. So I'm going to get my fat boy and get a darker red here. And how's that? Ugh, not bad, not good. Let's try using multiply.
A lot darker red.
Yeah, I know, but I thought we might use just multiply. How's that?
I think it's better. Maybe some more. It's still cool. Are you
I know
doing
it's
it on
cool.
your layer?
Everything I do is cool.
Still cool.
Everything I do is super cool.
Are you doing it on your layer?
No,
Why?
Thank you so
You're
Always
right.
work on your layer.
much.
Always work on
I
your
just
layer.
like to live dangerously.
No, don't do that. You regret it.
Maybe
Yeah, it's
something like this,
Yeah,
but that just doesn't darken it enough.
no, it needs to be darker.
All right, something like no. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, multiply. It is multiply. Let's make it even more intense and darker, and let's see what this does.
I have a problem.
You tell me, Kami. What problem, Nico? Yeah, that looks better.
I think it looks better.
Ooh, good
Yay,
call.
Richard Schmidt. Help.
Yay, Richard Schmidt. Actually, it was Kami, not Richard
No,
Schmidt.
it was Richard Schmidt. I just read what he
Richard
said.
Schmidt to the rescue. I should read that shit sometime.
Man, it's a $500 book.
I
It's
know.
worth it.
It's worth it.
Come on. There's gotta be some good advice in there.
Yeah, I really should.
No,
And I
really
will
love this. I really
at
love it.
some point. Let's see what Pandemonium sent us here. Yeah, this is very close to what I was trying to achieve. Except I didn't want it to pop out that much. But you know what I like? I like this is giving me a very good idea. I like the outer circle that's a little bit less lit, you know, less prominent. Let me try something here. So I'm gonna try just duplicating this whole thing. I think that gave me a very good idea. Hey, thanks for the advice, Pandemonium. I really appreciate it. Yeah, maybe not use exactly the same thing, because why not just flip it vertically? Oh my goodness gracious, not bad, not bad at all. I might just erase a lot of it, because maybe it's a little bit of it's overkill here in this area, but good call. Good call. Well, just just copying and flipping probably took out all its potential occult power and everything, but you know, you can't have it be. You can't have everything. That's basically the takeaway from today's stream. Hey Michael, what's up? So, dude, Pandemonium coming through for Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. Thank you so much. See, it's super nice to have people who know what they're talking about in the stream, because they can give you very good advice. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. That is the power of crowdfunding and sourcing, everybody. You side here at work first. Oh, wait a minute. Normal. I just need to. I'm gonna pass the. So I'm gonna pass the. Oh crap! I'm on the wrong layer. I'm gonna pass the webcam to Nico in like a couple of minutes, and then it's gonna be all about our new build. And what the hell is going on here? Oh god, I hate it when Photoshop does that. What? I don't get it. Like I have the I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. All layers, no adjustments. That's how it should be, but it's not. I don't understand. Yeah, I did survive yesterday, and I didn't puke either, so I'm proud of myself. I am very proud of myself. So this is as much as we have achieved today in our couple of hours of streaming, and I'm pretty happy with it. This is gonna be our splash screen. So this is pretty much what you're gonna be seeing the first time you fire up the game. Nico says that it's not gonna be on screen for too long, but you know, I just wanted you to get a good idea of what you're getting into once you load up the screen, once you load up the game. Sorry. And I still need to add the thing. I still need to add the mysterious flame to it. There. I'm not exactly sure what color that's going to be or how it's going to look like, but we'll see. We will see. So I shall. Oh, sure, sure. I can Flimsician once it's completed, because right now I still need to work on it a little bit more. I will save it as a high resolution PNG and upload it somewhere so you guys can have it. But you know, once it's done, I still have like maybe an hour more work left on it. So thanks for being there for me, guys, or here, whatever. And now it is 4:59 p.m. I'm gonna stop the stream, but don't go anywhere because we're just moving the webcam over to Nico's, and then we're gonna be messing around with the build and trying to fix problems and trying not to murder each other while we're at it. And see you guys in like a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.